Hello everyone, IveGottenSoLucky here. In this video I'm going to show you best speed farming build for Monk in Season 12, Sunwuko WoL. This build designed only for Nephalem rifts and Bounties on Tournament 13 difficulty. First of all, here I'm gonna explain you how to make this one. I also wanna show you how to run the Sage's Journey set. This set provides one extra Death's Breath from elites, which is especially helpful early season. And then I show you how to play this build. So let's get started and talk about items. We're using 6 pieces of Monkey King's Garb or Sunwuko set. 6 add bonus was designed in last patch 2.6.1. Now we deal more damage and we won't consume stack of Sweeping Wind each time when we use Wave Light as before. So that's nice. We need Sunwuko's shoulders, amulet, chest armor, gloves, pants, and then in Kanai's cube we're using Ring of Royal Grandeur, which give us 6 set bonus. Ideal stats for our shoulders: dexterity, vitality, area damage, resource cost reduction. Keep in mind it's not actual order in which you should get these stats. If you wanna start priority, you can check my written guide. I put link in the description below this video. For our amulet we need fire elemental damage, critical hit chance, and secondary resistance, damage reduction, and socket. Chest armor, dexterity, vitality, life, secondary resistance, damage reduction, sockets. Gloves, dexterity, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, resource cost reduction, and secondary resistance. And for pants, dexterity, vitality, resistance to all elements, and sockets. For our head we're using spirit stone called the Crane's Gaze. Wave Light is now cast at your enemy, so you can do like this. And on top of that, this item also increases Wave Light damage by up to 150%. Ideal stats here: dexterity, vitality, critical hit chance, Wave Light damage, and secondary you wanna see resistance and socket. For our bracers we're using Nemesis bracers. Shrines and pylons will spawn an enemy champion. And why this? They helps us clear rift faster, maintain in-game buff, because you see a shrine or pylon, you take it, you spawn elite, you make progression, you get in loot. For our belt we're using gold drape. On gold pickup gain armor for 5 seconds equal to the amount picked up. That means as soon as we collect gold every 5 seconds we won't die. Ideal stats for our belt: dexterity, vitality, resistance to all elements, life. For first ring we're using Everest Band. Each time you pick up gold, increase your gold and health pickup radius by 1 yard for 10 seconds, stacking up to 30 times. This helps maintain gold rate buff, and on top of that helps us collect progression orbs from elites faster, so we farm faster. Ideal stats for this ring: average damage, critical hit chance, and socket. For second ring we're using Stone of Jordan. Ideal stats here: fire elemental damage, critical hit chance, damage against elites, and secondary resistance, maximum spirit, and socket. Why this ring? Well, our damage so high we most of the time killing white mobs, kill white mobs on first hit, and only elite survives, so having additional damage against them is nice. For first weapon we're using Imbiom. Your skill cooldowns are reduced by up to 10 seconds for 15 seconds after killing an elite pack. This helps us dash all the time, maintain epiphany, which means we never run out of spirit. Ideal stats for Ingium: damage, 10% damage, dexterity cooldown reduction, and socket. For second weapon we're using Vengeful Wind. Increases the maximum stack count of Sweeping Wind by up to 7, that means more damage for us. If new redesigned, 6 set bonus of Sunwuko set. Ideal stats here: damage, dexterity, cooldown reduction, resource cost reduction, and secondary you wanna see maximum spirit and socket. And for boots we're using Recruiter's Boots. Mystical Eye summons 2 Mystical Eyes that fight by your side, that give us more spirit. I explain you when we talk about skills. Ideal stats for boots: dexterity, vitality, resistance to all elements, wave light damage. That's it with items. For gems we're using diamond in our spirit stone, emeralds in chest armor and pants, and emeralds in both weapons. For legendary gems we need Gagok of Swiftness, main reason for cooldown reduction when attack speed, and dodge chance. Лунного хода, chance on killing an enemy to cause an explosion of gold, and gain 30% increased movement speed for 2 seconds after picking up gold. This gem first of all gives us gold, so we can run more empowered Great Rifts later, and helps maintain gold ray buff and give us movement speed. And we're also using Bane of Trapped. That's it. Let's see what we're using in Cube. In Cube we're using Incense Torch of the Ground Temple, reduces the spirit cost of Wave Light by 50% and increases its damage by 550%. When Pinto Sprite, Wave Light also slows enemies by 80% for 3 seconds and deals 150% increased damage. That also means we proc Bane of Trapped with this. If you found good Pinto Sprite, which is harder when find better nemesis, because you need to get a high roll in special, because it's like between 125% and 150, you can put them on your character, and when nemesis in Cube, you need same stats as for nemesis. And when we're using Ring of Royal Grandeur, reduces the number of items needed for set bonuses by 1 to a minimum of 2. That's it with Kanai's Cube. Let's talk about skills. For our skills we're using Wave Light, Explosive Light, is best rune for T13 because of huge radius. You basically hit entire screen with it. When Epiphany Desert Shroud, some of you might ask why we're using Desert Shroud when we have Gold Rape. Answer is simple: we don't need more spirit. Torch and Cube give us enough resource cost reduction, so no reason to use Insight Rune here, because you already never run out of spirit, so having additional resistance better here. When we're using Dashing Strike Radiance for 15% attack speed, means more damage and means we fast dash faster, because more attack speed, faster you dash. Mystic Ally, Air Ally give us 4 spirit per second, 100 spirit back, and since we're using Cruder's Boots, as I said earlier, that basically means 8 spirit per second, 200 spirit back on cast. And you can use this ability quite often when you have in-game buff. When we're using Sweeping Wind Inner Storm, this rune gives us 8 spirit per second when we have 3 or more stacks, and most of the time we have 10, all the time basically. And Mantra of Conviction, Annihilation, in my opinion best mantra for Torment 13, give us 30% movement speed after when we're killing enemy. For passive skills we need Seize the Initiative, 30 attack speed, Begin with our 20% cooldown, Near Death Experience. Why? Because when we enter Rift we don't have yet extra armor from our from gold we picked up, so we're very vulnerable, and yeah, sometimes, you know, luck happen and you can die and lose your pulse of reflection, and it's kinda bad, especially when you high Paragon. So in my opinion, Near Death Experience must, and Momentum 20% damage, additional damage. That's it with skills. Now let's open Paragon tab. In core you wanna have get movement speed, first of all 50%. You can have maximum 50 from your items in Paragon, so if you have 12 on your boots, get 13 here. When maximum spirit, and all after that all points into dexterity, offense, cooldown reduction, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, attack speed, defense, resist all life, armor, life regeneration, utility, resource cost reduction, area damage, life per hit, gold find. Now I need to explain how to run with Sage's Journey. Why we wanna use this set? Because free set bonus increases Death's Breath, drops by 1. That's very useful, especially early season, as I said earlier. Well, all you wanna do is just go talk to blacksmith, craft these 2 unit Sage's helm and boots, when put them on your character, like this. Ideal stats for helm: dexterity, critical hit chance, wave light and damage in secondary, resistance in socket, and for boots, dexterity, vitality, resistance to all element, wave light, damage. And that's it. You still wanna have a diamond in your helm. Yeah. And when we need change one rune, instead of Desert Shout we need to use Insight. Why? Because since we're not using Zokrin's Gaze anymore, we lost some damage now, because this Spirit Stone give us up to 150% damage to wave light, and that basically means we need use more wave lights to kill enemies than before. So, and on top of that, we're not using Grudus boots anymore, means minus 4 spirit per second, and we're getting only 100 spirit back each time when we use Mystical Eye. And that's why you need Insight for 25 additional spirit per second. Basically, that's it. You just wanna hit, when you're making this build, you wanna hit minimal cooldown and resource cost reduction requirement. It's very simple. For cooldown, you wanna have minimum 43%, which is, as I said, very easy to get. And for resource cost reduction, it's even easier, because you need only 10. So it basically means 10% from Paragon and you're good to go. That's it. Yeah. So now I need just to explain you how to play. It's very simple. You just enter Rift, you use the Sweeping Wind, and you use Wave Light. You're trying to get 10 stacks, so you deal highest possible damage. Because how 6 set bonus of Sunwuko works, and trying to get first goal, so you're getting additional toughness from our belt. So let me open Rift, and before I do that, let's reset core tab. I have one Call the Sun on my gear, around 100, so let's put only 100 points here. This way we imagine I'm like around 800 Paragon. And yeah. So we enter Rift, Sweeping Wind, and when you just cast Wave Light, you got first go, and you're good to go. When you need, when you feel like you're low on spirit, you use Air Ally, and you dash all the time. So you just wanna like maintain Ingium, basically kill elite every 15 seconds, and you have no problem. Can find the elite, that's kinda strange. Here we go. And as you can see, I'm getting so much gold, already 24 million. So as I said earlier, it basically means more empowered rifts, great rifts later for us. Let me change setup here, and I try show you how to run with Sage. So what we do, as I said earlier, Sage's helm, Sage's boots, and Insight here instead of Desert Shout. Again, I'm using Sweeping Wind, now my Wave Light melee. But it's not that bad because when I kill Elite I need to go in this spot to take a loot anyway, so this one was kinda funky. Okay, I got lucky, Goblin Field. You see, it's very good build. I collect a lot later, take some time. I don't want to do it right now. Got 4 Death Breaths from Elite, which is good. So it's up to you which one to run. With Zokrins you faster because you deal more damage and you can hit mobs off screen. But with this, like with Sage's setup, you yeah, you just getting more materials, so it's also good. And that's it. Look at this, how much gold I got, 29 million, my toughness 57 billion, I can't die at all, and yeah, that's it. So that's it. As I said, that's all you need to know. Build is great, try it. It's gonna be best speed farming build, as I said earlier, for Monk in Season 12. And both versions very good. It's up to you which one to use. So wanna say, if you have more questions, leave them in the comments below. I try to answer them. Or you can catch me live on Twitch. I stream almost every day. And yeah. Thanks everyone for watching, have a good day, and I see you next time.